now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Dan Hagan. May is a month to think about those who served our country. Last Saturday was Armed Forces Day, where we celebrated active service members. On Monday will be Memorial Day, where we honor those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. With service members on our mind, Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver joins us and has more about a new leader in the Lincoln County Veterans Services Office. Matt?
Yes, Dan. John Olson started his role last month. He will oversee community outreach and benefits for veterans. Olson is excited to give back to others who served.
I'm here to serve my fellow veterans and their families and assist them with the benefits and entitlements that they've earned through their service.
John Olson recently started his new role as the Veteran Services Officer for Lincoln County. He is an Antigo native who is excited to help other veterans.
You have an understanding of the region and the people, and helps to build trust, which is key to allowing veterans to open up and talk to you and share their experiences, which just allows you to serve them better.
Olson and his staff connect veterans with educational and disability benefits, as well as helping families find proper burial for veterans that have died. His time in the service taught him the importance of community.
One of the things that I missed was the camaraderie that I had with my fellow service members. And I also missed the sense of mission, the sense of purpose that all military members have.
In his new role, he wants to expand on what their office has already done to serve veterans.
Building on our lines of communication with the community, maybe doing more outreach so veterans are aware of changes to benefits.
Olson's office is looking forward to some reflection this Memorial Day weekend. They encourage people to think about soldiers who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Dan?
Thanks, Matt. Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski joins us now. Conrad, what a nice start to the weekend. Sunshine and blue skies out there.
Yes, a perfect start to the weekend for Memorial Day weekend, the extra long weekend with those clear skies out there. The sun's peeking out, and finally that rain has moved on out of our area. But all of this here to the west, a good amount of rain. A line of storms will be moving in to Rhinelander, and that will be pretty much by the Saturday time frame. And then we clear up, and on the bright side, really warm temperatures. All of these 80s and 90s from the south will work their way up into the northwoods, and finally some really above average temperatures. Bring in some 80s, maybe even some 90-degree temperatures by Memorial Day. But right now, finally a beautiful day out there. Those 50s we had the last couple of days was more of a beginning of spring type of weather. But now we have finally brought those 70s in the area. So near average temperatures with the sun peeking out. But tonight we will continue to cool down into the mid-40s. Dan?
A small plane crashed into the yard of a home in Wauwatosa Thursday afternoon, and the pilot is suffering from critical injuries, police confirmed. Police confirmed Friday the pilot is a flying student. Crews extricated the man from the wrecked plane and brought him to the hospital. The police chief said that the pilot was taking off from Timmerman Airport at Appleton at 91st before the plane crashed. Radio traffic between the pilot and Timmerman Airport revealed mechanical trouble prior to the crash. At about 2:55 p.m., the pilot radioed the tower, reporting engine failure, saying it's not working. Wauwatosa police tweeted that residents should avoid the area as emergency crews secure and investigate the scene. A group of volunteers were recognized for their service, including one Rhinelander woman. Angel Brown was named an AmeriCorps Member of the Year honoree for the Governor's Service Awards. Angel has worked as a recovery coach with Marshfield Clinic, providing support to individuals with substance abuse disorders. Texas Governor Greg Abbott said he was furious from inaccurate accounts he was given about the Uvalde school shooting. The governor says he expects authorities to get to the bottom of every fact of the shooting investigation. While Abbott initially praised the response of state and local law enforcement on Tuesday, new details have emerged.
Short answer, yes, I was misled. I am livid about what happened. I was on this very stage 2 days ago, and I was telling the public information that had been told to me in a room just a few yards behind where we're located right now. I wrote down hand notes in detail about what everybody in that room told me in sequential order.
Abbott says he expects new laws to be passed in the Texas legislature after the Uvalde massacre, but he believes the focus should be on mental health reform, not gun restrictions. The governor says the legislative options include the possibility of a special session to improve school safety protocols. Students across Wisconsin walked out of school yesterday to protest gun laws. They say lawmakers are just not doing their job. Naomi Coles has more.
Nothing has changed.
When is it going to be enough?
It's easier to get a gun than a therapist. Let's make it easier to get a damn therapist and harder to get a gun.
Across the state, across the nation, students walking out, begging those in power to make it harder for them to be gunned down.
The people who are making laws are not doing anything. They're saying their hands are tied. They're saying it's too complex when it's really not. They're being cowards.
Gun violence is an ongoing human rights issue.
In Stoughton, in Whitefish Bay, in Monroe, students in Wisconsin are asking lawmakers to do their job. Basic background checks for everyone. Gun reforms that other countries put in place long ago. Expanded mental health access.
And I'm European, so for us, that is not something that happens. I mean, I think we've had one in the past 15 years. So I just think it's ridiculous that that's even going on.
The message from all remained the same. There's been more than 200 mass shootings in the U.S. this year, and today is only the 146th day of 2022.
It became real to me when my 11-year-old sister didn't want to go to school because she was scared.
We are just so fed up. We cannot keep letting this fly by. We're trying to speak up for ourselves, the people that are being killed, because no one else is doing it for us.
It's about that time of year to plant flowers. Coming up after the break, we'll hear from a florist with some helpful gardening tips. That's after Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's Memorial 72-hour weekend event is the biggest savings of the year. Don't miss doorbusters up to 64% off and special financing for 60 months. It's Saturday through Monday with a preview day on Friday. It's only 72 hours at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Perkins Strawberry Freshable is back with sensational meals starting at $7.99. Savor the flavor of garden fresh strawberry sweetness in every bite of these delicious platters. And don't forget a slice of fresh strawberry pie from our bakery. Save time and order online at perkinstogo.com.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's grand opening sale and receive massive savings along with free carpet installation. Take advantage of grand opening savings at the brand new Eagle River store and all existing locations. Come see why builders and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs. And receive huge savings at the Carpet City Flooring Center grand opening sale.
Our prices will floor you.
Dateline tonight. 3 siblings go back in time.
It's like, what does kidnapped mean?
She said, your father has been taken by bad guys.
Their terrifying family story.
Everything changed. Everything.
Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central.
It is the biggest prize in the world.
$1 million!
Why are you doing this?
Oh my God.
AGT premieres Tuesday, followed by Dancing with Myself on NBC.
Is a new roof on your spring to-do list? Hi, I'm Paul, owner of Overhead Solutions. Now is a great time to think ahead and secure a spot for that replacement on our schedule. Go ahead and call our competitors, but before you sign on that dotted line, call Overhead Solutions. I believe our high quality and fair price can beat our competition.
Call Overhead Solutions for a free roof estimate.
Remember, don't overpay. Call Overhead. Overhead Solutions.
The biggest Memorial Day savings are happening for 72 hours only. Appliances in stock and ready for fast delivery. Up to 40% off doorbusters. Special financing for 12 months. Saturday through Monday with a preview day Friday at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Happy Friday and welcome back everyone on this beautiful day out there today with the sun peeking out, barely any cloud cover with those really warm temperatures. finally, I could say once again, those average to slightly above average temperatures have made it into the upper Midwest, but just some clouds that will be rolling on in by the morning hours and some more rain associated with this low pressure system here. Not a big rainmaker that will be moving in the northwoods by tomorrow. Will bring a good amount of rain in some locations, but in general, it'll be a quick hitter, maybe a thunderstorm or two possible with that. And then we start to clear up by Sunday with a very slight chance of a shower by Sunday, but the bigger chances is on Saturday with that rain. Maybe a localized thunderstorm without those storms will be possible. Not a lot of rain with this one as well. Maybe a quarter to maybe half an inch of rain in some locations. So not a big soaker with that. So you don't have to cancel any plans for tomorrow because it will not be an all-day event. And also it will not be anything severe here in the Northwoods as we are in a non-severe risk. But just to the west is where a slight and even an enhanced risk of some severe thunderstorms are possible out there, with the atmosphere being a lot more unstable in Minnesota. But here, just some plain old rain, maybe a light thunderstorm or two. But some good news on the back end of this rain, some really warm temperatures, all these 80s and 90s that really been sticking around in Texas for quite some time. These will finally work its way up, and we will have some 80s and maybe some 90s here in Rhinelander. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But a lot warmer conditions in North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska. Check out those 80s and 90s. Yeah, really big heat wave out there, and those temperatures will slowly work its way here. First, we need to deal with those cooler temperatures tomorrow as we're going to be back in the 60s. Our average high this time of year is supposed to be around 70 degrees with an average low in the mid 40s. So today, thankfully, we've made it to our average high at around 70 degrees. Pretty much most locations in Wisconsin today were in the 70s, so average to even slightly above average temperatures. But then we start to cool off tomorrow. We're back in the 60s with some cloud cover, a little bit of rain. The sun might peek out when that rain does move on out, but check out Sunday and Monday right in time for a Memorial Day weekend. Some 70s, 80s, and even close to 90 degrees by Monday. And then we start to really cool off Tuesday night into Wednesday as a sharp cold front moves in and then really drops those temperatures from the 80s back near average and even slightly below average in the 60s. But tonight, another cool one out there as we hover in the mid 40s with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, cooler temperatures, a little bit cooler than what we had out there today. We'll be in the mid 60s with scattered showers and thunderstorms with that. And our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show beautiful weather by Memorial Day. And then we really cool off by middle to end of next week. Dan?
Thanks, Conrad. The defamation trial brought by Johnny Depp against his ex-wife Amber Heard headed to the jury today after closing arguments were made by both sides. After 6 weeks of testimony, the jury will be tasked with sifting through evidence to determine whether Heard defamed Depp when she wrote an essay describing herself as a domestic abuse survivor. Heard alleged that Depp subjected her to years of abuse. Depp says Heard was the aggressor. Depp's attorney said Heard took on the role of a lifetime as a domestic abuse survivor, calling it a performance. For the first time in a while, consumers in the U.S. will be catching a break, as there may be some big-ticket bargains in the not-too-distant future. Major retailers, including Target, Walmart, and Best Buy, says they have high inventory on products like TVs, furniture, and clothing, and they need to make space for new stuff. So that means they'll be marking down prices as a way to boost sales. This is a major change from last year when discounts on big products were rare. That was due to low supply because of slowdowns at ports and production bottlenecks. But gas prices are only increasing. If you're heading out of town this Memorial Day weekend, be ready to pay more for gas. AAA reports the national average for a gallon of gas is $4.60. Not only is that roughly a 50% hike from this time last year, it's also an all-time high. And when inflation is taken into account, gas prices are at a level not seen in 10 years, Memorial Day weekend in 2012. AAA says close to 35 million people will be traveling by car this Memorial Day weekend, which is higher than last year. Northern Wisconsin is coming into full bloom this weekend. Memorial Day weekend is a common time to plant flowers. This has many people rushing to their local greenhouse to start planting their beautiful flowers, but florists are saying people should exercise caution before rushing to fill their yard.
I would say watch the weather, go ahead and plant, you know, as far as like putting your plants in your baskets or in your planter boxes or even in the ground. But if it does get a little chilly at night, you might have to cover.
Chris Ridlin has been a florist for 38 years and is the owner of Crystal Marie's Floral in Lake Tomahawk. She says that some plants can be more or less tolerant of direct sunlight, so it is best to use caution before moving all your plants at once. There's also a trick to knowing how exactly to water your flowers.
By the weight of a basket, if you lift it up, you can tell by the weight, you know, if it needs a drink of water or something like that. And then you do want to get that fertilizer in there because they need that food so you could get a lot of blossoms.
Before making any purchase, it is wise to consult your local florist and discuss how to best select flowers for your home. Chris says that this weekend is an ideal time for making your garden and community a more beautiful place. A Rhinelander event this weekend will take people back hundreds of years. Coming up after the break, we'll see what's in store for a fur trading event.
Research shows that adding menthol actually makes tobacco more addictive. And this is a real issue. Tobacco companies have been targeting low-income neighborhoods and racial and ethnic groups for decades. Tobacco is changing parents. We've got to keep up.
In Wisconsin, everything's gotten so expensive because America's too dependent on China. So we sure know phony baloney policies when we see them. Senator Ron Johnson voted against cracking down on China with higher tariffs and tougher trade deals, and even voted against punishing China for manipulating its currency. No wonder everything keeps going up and up and up. Senator Johnson, stop making it easier on China and tougher on us.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
It's Chevy Sport Utility Spring. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing or get a $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
These squirrels are better at saving than we are. And more organized, too.
Try embracing your inner squirrel. When you open a BMO Harris Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward every month you save.
That sounds great.
You can also set up savings goals and easily track your progress.
That could help us redo the yard.
You could really go nuts. I'll show myself out.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Here at Nicolay Law, we've been really fortunate to have people that have worked here for over a decade, to have people that are friends, to people that are family members, and that transfers over to a unique law firm, a law firm that wins for our clients because of that unique relationship, that connection, that dedication, that watching each other's back, and that everyone here wants to help each other, and more importantly, wants to help each other's clients.
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
Our kids have to navigate a world that is crowded with flashy tobacco products and manipulative tactics most parents don't know anything about. Tobacco companies are working hard to keep young people hooked and parents out of the loop. Tobacco is changing parents. We've got to keep up.
News Watch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
The Rhinelander Historical Society will host a visit from fur traders who traveled the rivers and lakes of northern Wisconsin long ago. The free event is tomorrow in the museum yard on South Pelham Street from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. There will be hands-on demonstrations and Voyager games. Weather permitting, a Voyager canoe will be available for rides on Boom Lake on Sunday, May 29th at 11 a.m. at no cost. Go on the Historical Society's Facebook page for more information. The ice cream store in Phelps had its opening day today. Sweets, treats, and more planned to open yesterday, but lost power. The shop has more than ice cream. It has lemonade, hot dogs, delicious sides, and candy. Lunch is served every day from 11 to 3. Sweets, treats, and more is a family-owned and operated business. The store opened in 2014 in downtown Phelps. We'll be right back with one final look at your weather, but first, here's this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Why is fishing such a good business? Well, because of the net profits, of course. Okay, we'll start this week's Big Old Fish with Isla Dirks from Eagle River. Now, she's 3 years old, and she caught her first fish that measured in at 9.5 inches with her grandpa. This crappie is one gorgeous fish. Way to go, Isla. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 6-year-old Miles. No last name given. He's from Manitowish Waters, and he caught this gorgeous walleye, which happened to be his first walleye through the ice. Well, I don't know what else to say, Miles, but that is one big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. Finally, on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 14-year-old Zayden Larson from Tomahawk, and he caught this gorgeous perch while fishing in the Veterans Ice Fishing Tournament. Well, that is one big old fish, Zayden. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy Fish Mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more.
The great experiences you have in here and even out here all started here. Because the best customer experience always leaves a great impression. GMC, awarded #1 in sales satisfaction by J.D. Power. Step up to GMC with 0% financing on these GMC models.
Visit your North Central Wisconsin GMC dealer.
If you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, make Argonne Lumber your first stop. High-quality materials, personalized service, expert staff, and delivery are just some of the things Argonne Lumber is known for. Stop in and smell the lumber at Argonne Lumber, 2 locations in Argonne and Rhinelander.
Hi, Bob Pucci for the Take Kid Hunting Foundation. We're having the Eagle River Gun Show this weekend at the Ice Arena on Highway 70. Admission is $7, 14 under are free. Show hours are Friday from 3 p.m. to 8, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 9 to 3.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Ron Johnson versus out-of-control cost of living. Joe Biden was put in charge of our economy, and now Wisconsin's hardworking families are paying the price, a record high price, on everything from gas to groceries. That's why Ron Johnson's fighting for lower taxes, ending reckless spending, and finding American energy solutions that protect our safety and our wallets. Ron Johnson, fighting to protect your hard-earned money. Wisconsin Truth PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness.
Huge online auction, Ford Transit van, motorhome, tractors, John Deere Gator, forklifts, trailers, tools, and much more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
Warm temperatures have finally arrived right in time for Memorial Day weekend, as some 70s and even close to 80 degrees in some locations have finally made it to the state. We had some 50s the last couple days, but today, a beautiful day out there, barely any cloud cover as well, lots and lots of sunshine, and really warmer temperatures on the way, especially Sunday and Monday. Check out Memorial Day coming in close to 90 degrees, and then a cold front comes in and cools everything off, but a beautiful weekend right in time for Memorial Day.
That looks lovely. We need it after a lot of cold temperatures. Thank you, Conrad. We'll have more news and weather for you on Newswatch 12 at 10.